A prolific opening batsman since his under-13 days with Bishop Cotton Boys School, Bangalore, Mayank Agarwal modelled his style of batting on Virender Sehwag. Agarwal struck 432 runs at an average of 54 in 5 matches in the Under-19 Cooch Behar Trophy in 2008-9 and hit a match-winning 160 for India Under-19s in a one-day against Australia Under-19s in Hobart in 2009. Agarwal was a bright spot in an otherwise disappointing Under-19 World Cup for India in 2010, top scoring for his side in the tournament. Agarwal then graduated to the India sides, but struggled for consistency. Initially pigeonholed as a limited-over specialist, Agarwal made his Ranji Trophy debut for Karnataka in the 2013-14 season. He made his T20 debut in 2010-11 and List A debut in 2011-12. In the 2014-15 season, he was in the running to open for Karnataka in the Ranji Trophy, but was benched halfway through the season. According to Rahul Dravid, who worked with Agarwal in the India side, it was a wake-up call for the opener. Agarwal lost weight in the off-season, worked hard on his fitness, and scored his maiden first-class century the following season. He spent 3 seasons in the IPL with Royal Challengers Bangalore, from 2011 to 2013, scoring 492 runs in 35 matches, before moving to Delhi Daredevils in 2014. His stint with Daredevils was fairly muted in his first 2 seasons. In September 2018, Agarwal was named in India's Test squad for their series against the West Indies, but he did not play. In December 2018, he was added to India's Test squad for their series against Australia, after Prithvi Shaw was ruled out of the side due to ankle injury. He made his Test debut against Australia on 26 December 2018, scoring 76 runs in his first innings at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. This was the highest score by an Indian cricketer on a Test debut in Australia, going past the previous record of 51 runs set by Dattu Farkar at the Sydney Cricket Ground, SCG, in 1947. He played the 4th Test also and finished the series with 195 runs. In July 2019, he was added to India's squad for the 2019 Cricket World Cup, replacing Vijay Shankar, who was ruled out of the rest of the tournament due to toe injury. In October 2019, in the first Test match against South Africa, Agarwal scored his maiden century in Test cricket. He went on to convert his maiden Test century into his first double hundred in a Test match, before being dismissed for 215 runs of 371 balls with 23 fours and 6 sixes. After hitting his second Test 100 against South Africa, Agarwal became only the second Indian opener after Virender Sehwag, 2009-10, to score back-to-back centuries against South Africa. In November 2019, Agarwal hit his second double century in only his 8th Test match, at Indore against Bangladesh, recording his current highest score of 243 in 330 deliveries with 8 sixes. He broke the record of Donald Bradman to become the second fastest batsman to score 2 double hundreds, having achieved this in 12 innings. The following month, he was added to India's one-day international (ODI) squad for the series against the West Indies, replacing the injured Shikhar Dhawan. He was named in India's squad for their Test and ODI series against New Zealand. In October 2020, Mayank was selected in the T20I, ODI and Test squad for the Australian tour. On 19 December 2020, in the first Test against Australia, he scored his 1,000th run in Test matches, becoming the 3rd fastest Indian batsman to reach 1,000 runs in Test. Mayank Agarwal scored 857 runs, the 4th highest by an Indian batsman, in the inaugural World Test Championship cycle, but lost his place to Gill after failing in 3 matches in Australia. He made his comeback in home series against New Zealand. In second Test match he scored 150 in first innings and 62 in second innings, for which he was awarded the man of the match. He retained his place for next series against South Africa in the team as Rohit Sharma was ruled out due to hamstring injury. During this series, he started well with a well-constructed 50 in the first test, but struggled to make a substantial score thereafter in difficult batting conditions. In February 2022, Agarwal was drafted in as replacement for the ODIs against West Indies owing to the unavailability of few players due to COVID and personal reasons. Mayank Agarwal debuted in Test cricket against Australia at Melbourne on 26 December 2018. His last Test match was against Sri Lanka at Bengaluru on 12 March 2022. Mayank Agarwal debuted in ODI cricket against New Zealand at Hamilton on 5 February 2020. His last ODI match was against Australia at Sydney on 29 November 2020. Mayank Agarwal played 21 Test matches, 36 innings, and scored 1,488 runs with a super strong batting average of 41.33. His highest score of 243 against Bangladesh at Indore in 2019 helps India to win that test by an innings and 130 runs. Without any doubt, Mayank Agarwal declared man of the match in that test. He hits 4 centuries and 6 half-centuries along with 28 sixes in his entire Test career. As a fielder, he took 14 catches. Mayank Agarwal played 5 ODI matches, 5 innings, and scored only 86 runs in his entire ODI career with a low batting average of 17.0. His ODI strike rate is 103.61. His highest score of 32 against New Zealand at Hamilton on his debut in 2020 doesn't help much as India lost that ODI by 4 wickets in a high-scoring thriller. He hits 1/6 in his entire ODI career. As a fielder, he took 2 catches. Mayank Agarwal had a blockbuster first-class record till 1 February 2024. He played 98 matches, 169 innings, and scored 7,430 runs with a glorious batting average of 45.86. His highest score in first-class cricket is 304 not out. He has 17 centuries in his kitty. Mayank Agarwal had a fantastic List A record till 1 February 2024. In List A cricket, he played 113 matches, 113 innings, and scored 4,965 runs with a powerful batting average of 46.40. He has 14 centuries in his kitty. His highest score in List A cricket is 176. Mayank Agarwal had very good T20 records till 1 February 2024. He played 200 T20 matches and scored 4,674 runs with a super strong strike rate of 133.81. His highest score in T20 cricket is 111.